Hi guys, Sci-Fi Recapped here. Before we start, warning, spoilers ahead. Today, I'm going to explain a 2016 crime and thriller movie called Hacker. The movie begins with Alex Daniliuk, a little Ukrainian boy, migrating to Canada with his family in search of a better life. He resides in London, Ontario with his parents. His mother works as a bookkeeper assistant in a bank that also owns the mortgage to their house. Rarely has friends to hang out with, Alex gets along well with his computer and becomes interested in coding. As he grows up, he works as a clicker, providing clicks to a website, and saves his paychecks for college admission. One night, he overhears the arguments of his parents, who are both stressed due to their economic situation, and quietly slips outside to buy coffee. The TV at the cafe shows news of a cyber attack organized by Dark Web, an online criminal organization led by a hacker named Zed. He comes home the next day to find his mother crying as she was fired from the bank, and, due to not having a regular income, their house was also about to be taken by the bank. Alex immediately reveals all the money he has been saving for college and gives it all to his mother so they will not lose their house. He contemplates how he can get more money again, then remembers about Dark Web. He opens their website, registers as a regular user, then finds out there are several ranks. To level up, he needs to get invited by another member or complete an illegal task to prove his ability. He successfully steals the credit card number of a bully at his school, then a Dark Web member, Roosevelt, contacts him to give him more access and assignments. He sends Alex several black market items that Alex can sell again to gain instant loads of cash, including laptops, watches, phones, and jewelry. In just 4 weeks, Alex is able to get back the $30,000 he had saved up for college. He pays for his college, bids goodbye to his parents, and moves to Toronto. College starts in January, so he still needs more money to fulfill his living expenses. Roosevelt already increased Alex's access in Dark Web so he can use credit card numbers and fake IDs for online shopping and sell the items to potential buyers at lower prices. He tries to sell his watches, but has a hard time closing a deal. After going to several shops, a man who has been following him, Cy, approaches him and offers to help sell the watches. He successfully sells them and gives Alex a lot more money than he expected. Alex is impressed, so he works together with Cy. Alex is able to purchase luxury items by carding, then Cy sells them convincingly to many customers. They are able to make $60,000 in 4 months, just before Alex's college term begins. Alex watches another news about Dark Web, this time threatening banks with their recent cyber attacks. He figures that college is not right for him and asks Cy for another help. He wants to get information from corrupt bankers as he really hates banks due to them cutting her mother's job and almost taking away his house. Cy enlists the help of his connections in the hospitality industry, who closely interact with these bankers and are able to obtain their credit card information. One day, they visit a strip club and Robin, the person in charge, gives them an infinity card left by a troubled Colombian customer. She says they can use the card as they please. Alex is hesitant to use the card at first, but manages to withdraw a load of cash from it, then makes a promise with Cy that they would never use the card again. Sometime later, Alex finds out that the bank that fired his mom and owns the mortgage to his house is on the vulnerable list. He plans a perfect revenge scenario. Disguising as a British man, he goes to the bank and pretends to open an account. He secretly plugs a USB drive into the banker's computer, which releases a virus and almost gets away, but the bank's security catches him. Curtis, the bank's chief of security, agrees to release him after being in a long conversation, which leaves Cy puzzled. Although failing to hijack the bank, Alex's actions got praised on the Dark Web, and he got famous instantly. A girl, Kira, reaches out to him and even asks to meet him. She seems clever. Even Cy agrees that she knows more about hacking than Alex, so Cy suggests that Alex ask her to work with them. Kira provides them with more resources, such as credit card printing machines, and introduces them to Bitcoin. With Kira, they are able to target bigger victims and turn from online carding to real carding. They use various disguises to buy luxury items from watches, jewelry, and even a sports car. Kira even manages to sell the items, saying she has connections from her uncle who are happy to be their customers. Alex is happy. However, Cy is a bit disappointed as he used to be the one doing the selling. One night, Kira says that she wants Alex to move to Hong Kong with him, saying it is the best place for people like them. Alex is reluctant at first, but Kira insists that he think about it. Alex meets up with Roosevelt, gives him money as a token of gratitude, and asks if he knows anything about Kira. Roosevelt claims that he does not know her, which means she is actually not that good of a hacker. When Alex asks if he can meet Zed, Roosevelt dismisses him and leaves. Alex, Kira, and Sai continue their business and get to secure a huge deal, but Sai argues with Kira that this buyer is too much of a risk. While they are arguing, the client, who turns out to be a mob, becomes impatient and fires a warning shot, then cancels the deal. Terrified by the incident, Alex agrees that they need to move to Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, they stay in a luxury hotel and continue their business, taking several identities and buying luxurious items by carding, then selling the items to potential buyers. However, they start to get sloppy by not checking the status of their many cards. One day, a credit card they use issues a pickup message, which means the user has reported it stolen, so the authorities try to catch them, but they manage to escape. Alex tells Kira and Sai that he is starting to get bored and suggests that they do something more impactful, such as causing chaos to send a powerful message so that Zed will notice them. Sai is reluctant. Then he diverts the conversation to celebrate his forgotten birthday instead. At the club, Sai engages in a fight and ends up detained in a jail with Alex, but they are mysteriously released with the help of Kira's uncle. The following day, Sai goes out in the morning to withdraw cash and gives it to Alex as an apology for last night's incident. Turns out he uses the old Infinity card Alex told him to not ever use again. Alex becomes furious, especially that Sai did not use any disguise, and he kicks Sai out. After Sai leaves, Alex and Kira plan a scheme to steal money from physical ATMs across Hong Kong and leave a dark web card after carrying out their actions. A total of $2.3 million are reportedly stolen, which catches the attention of many news outlets. While Alex celebrates the chaos that they caused, Kira is hesitant and admits that she wants to quit, but Alex refuses. Suddenly, a notification from Zed pops up. He notices Alex's actions and makes Alex his underboss. Alex reaches out to Zed, wanting to talk to him in person. Zed agrees to meet him inside a guarded facility, even agrees to help provide resources for Alex's ultimate plan, but warns them that if they fail the plan, they will die. After meeting Zed, Alex receives a voicemail from Sai, saying that he makes his mind up, wants to apologize, and is already back in their hotel room in Hong Kong waiting for Alex. However, the mob catches up to Sai first and kills him. Alex deduces that the Infinity card user had figured out about his stolen card transaction and was actually going to kill him and Kira as well if Sai did not show up at the hotel. Alex and Kira immediately leave Hong Kong. News still reports about the recent cyber attacks by dark web, which heavily impact the stock market. Fortunately, the shaky market has started to stabilize due to the Federal Reserve chairman putting more money into the economy. The chairman is seen in a car going to the bank while Alex, Kira, and their team watch the surveillance cameras and news outlets while keeping close contact with Zed. Just before he arrives at the bank, Kira hesitates and wants to walk away, but Alex persuades her to complete this mission together. Arriving at the bank, the chairman is walking from his car when he suddenly gets shot and the situation becomes chaotic. The stock market collapses, and Zed already takes advantage of it by regulating his stock shares in advance, knowing of the incoming collapse. He gains huge profit from it and transfers Alex and his team's pay. Turns out the assassination is only a prank to disrupt the stock market, and the real chairman is out hunting in the woods. Alex, Kira, and the team quickly leave the place, but Alex and Kira are ambushed in their car. Alex is beaten up, wakes up blindfolded in an abandoned apartment, but his captors leave him after injecting him unconscious. He escapes to Bangkok, where he already plans to meet with Kira if their plan goes wrong. However, Kira never shows up, and her phone is unreachable, so does Zed's phone. Alex goes to a local internet cafe and finds out that the dark web site has been suspended by the government. Zed has been caught, and Kira has been shot dead. He refuses to believe the news about Kira, but when he wants to search further about her, local cops come and arrest him as he is using a fraudulent credit card. He is thrown into jail and becomes too outrageous to accept his reality. He even attempts suicide but fails. Eventually, he accepts that he is alone and starts living through his days normally. After 2 years, he is mysteriously freed by royal pardon and walks outside puzzled. He finds Kira on the sidewalk waiting for him, explaining to him that she used to work with the FBI to catch Zed, so she needed to work with him. The FBI agent is Curtis, who interrogated Alex some time ago while he attempted to hack into the bank's security system. The FBI plans a scheme to catch Zed in Hong Kong, so Kira needed to persuade Alex to come there. The canceled deal with the mob was part of the plan all along to scare Alex to escape to Hong Kong. After Zed was caught, Kira worked hard to track Alex and finally released him. Alex is glad that Kira is still alive, and they drive off together. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.